What is up, you guys, and welcome back to my channel. If you guys are new here, hi, my name is Libby. It's so nice to have you. Today, I wanted to sit down and talk about a few things that help me get into routine and to motivate me to stay on top of all of my priorities throughout these colder months. Because if you guys didn't know, I struggle pretty bad with anxiety and depression around this time of year especially. And I find that if I have some type of routine and I have a list of things that I can do and accomplish, I do a little bit better mentally. This is also just some motivation or inspiration for you guys. If you're struggling to set up a successful week or to have a nice Sunday reset, these things definitely improve my productivity as well as my weeks going forward. I hope you guys enjoy this video. I haven't done one of these type of videos before, but I wanted to just share some hacks or just ideas that I have throughout my days and my weeks that help me to maintain my schedule. This isn't necessarily a step-by-step thing, but I think that having these more so in a bulleted list would be a better way to think about it. Kind of just a checklist throughout your Sunday or when you're trying to begin a new week or a new month especially. I know December's here. You guys are probably gearing up for a new year in January like I am. And I think that having these type of things in order and maybe practicing them a little bit before the new year hits is a great thing to do. If you're waiting until January 1st to accomplish some goals or to start something new, there's no time like starting right now. You'll be a little bit more seasoned than just starting in January, and we have a whole month before that even gets here. Maybe try to implement just a few things right now and see how that carries over into your productivity and throughout your days and weeks, and see how it works out for you. If you guys do enjoy this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up, and also you guys can subscribe to my channel. I have so many different types of videos, lots of hauls, lots of workouts, all kinds of things like that. Let's get into it and let's set ourselves up for a good day, a good week, a good month, and a good year. The one thing that I like to do every single morning and throughout my days is to make sure that I have a clean space. I'm somebody that thrives in a clean area, and a clutter-free space enables me to have a clutter-free mind where I'm not thinking about, oh my gosh, I need to clean this up and I have these chores to do. So getting that out of the way kind of early in the day is always something that helps to set me up for success. So when you have less physical clutter, in turn, you do have less mental clutter. Hopefully that makes sense. Every morning I will wake up, I will clean off my kitchen counter, and typically a couple days of the week I will end up sweeping, just mopping, getting everything in like tip-top shape. And it sometimes helps to just have different days that you focus on different rooms or tasks or chores. Like you can have Sunday as laundry day and Saturday as the day that you sweep your whole house. Throughout the week you can kind of keep up with these things just by wiping things down, kind of making a mental checklist. I'm somebody that really thrives with having checklists. If I can just cross off like tying my shoes one day, I feel so much more mentally sound. And I know that might sound silly, but for me it really does help to have just like a lot of things that I have accomplished rather than all the things that I haven't. I always like to organize as well, and I think that having things that you enjoy in your space is crucial to having a productive space. I like to add some candles, and of course we have our Christmas decor out right now. Another thing that I really love to do, I know you guys, if you followed me for a long time and seen me on Instagram, you know that I love to journal. I have an entire planner where I have space to journal at, but I recently switched to a digital planner. Organizing a to-do list is so important for me, and actually knowing what I need to accomplish, whether it is just household work, if it's job related stuff, or if it's things that I need to do in terms of like doctor's appointment. It always helps me to have a nice little list, and I know a lot of people also use Google Calendar. I'm somebody that likes to see my calendar overview and to write things in on each specific day when I know something ahead of time. In addition to this, I like to write down different affirmations and kind of just some motivation for the upcoming week or month, or things that I know that I'm capable of, and it's a good reminder to have visually. Next up, I have grocery shopping. If you guys are trying to get your week together and have everything planned out, I think that grocery shopping on the weekend can be really helpful. I know a lot of people that do work 9 to 5s typically do that. I'm in the position where I can kind of grocery shop any day of the week. If I run out of something, I like to just grab it from the store quickly. It helps me to get out of the house, because when you do work from home, you have a lot of capability to just stay at home and to not go outside and to breathe some fresh air. So even having a task like that is always something that I look forward to. And if you guys see on Instagram, I'm constantly on the move, trying to go get boba, just some things that help me get out of the house, because I swear you can give yourself cabin fever just by staying in here. And through this whole past year, I think we've learned how important it is to kind of like break out of your house as much as you physically can. In terms of grocery shopping, it's also important to kind of prioritize what your meals for the week are going to be. I usually have the same type of breakfast. It's usually like oatmeal or a bagel sandwich with eggs, and I really have been loving the Chobani flips recently, specifically the s'mores flavor. But having a breakfast that I can be really excited to make and to wake up to always puts me in a better better mood, because I think that knowing I'm gonna have some type of nutritious and delicious meal in me gets me hyped to make it and to eat it. It's also important to fuel your body properly and to have a well-balanced diet and to have good balance in your meals. That's not to say that I even track anything, but I can just kind of identify what healthy parts of my diet are, and I'm somebody that just gravitates towards healthier food. I like to have my fruits and vegetables. I love some good protein and some good carbs. Also, having a routine where you take a vitamin each morning, or you do create your own breakfast in the morning. I think that having those kind of tasks done and in your head really helps as well. And also just having a clean space in terms of making your bed. I know everybody talks about the first thing that you should do to have a productive day is make your bed, and they're not wrong about that. I think that not having the chance to kind of like creep back into my bed is really helpful for me, and knowing that my room looks clean and picked up while my bed is made is always nice. I think that having some type of exercise or physical activity is crucial for having a nice week ahead and having some type of routine, or adding that into your routine. Now, that doesn't have to be heavy lifting in the gym. If you want to go swim, that's totally cool. If you want to go kick a soccer ball or just go on a walk, I think that the choice to kind of expend some energy in a way that you feel fit for you gets so helpful to your mental health, because again, you're doing all of this for yourself and for your own mental health as well as your physical health. I chose this weekend to kind of have a nice little rest and relax and productive time, and I just decided to do a nice little 10-minute yoga session. It was nice to kind of relieve my body after working out this whole week. And if you're somebody that likes to just have a day of recovery, definitely lean into that and focus on trying to recover in the best way possible for you. One of the number one things that is helpful while trying to create a routine for yourself is creating a maintainable routine. Not a routine where you have tons of obstacles in order to accomplish something, but something that feels right for you, that's simple for you to ease into. I think that we always set goals for ourselves and we picture where we want to be in a year or even in a month, but we haven't really looked at the steps that it takes to get to that place. So kind of pinpointing what things can personally help you to achieve some type of goal or some type of routine is really ideal. It just comes down to what's going to work best for you individually. It's also really important to treat yourself, whether that's a little online shopping like Libby herself, or just taking a bath or having a self-care night. You have to give yourself some time to really relax, and anything that you can give to yourself in terms of treating yourself, and whether that's a nice little snack or a nice dessert after dinner, do that. That's also going to fuel you, and I think that it will motivate you to want to accomplish other little tasks, because you know that you've kind of set up a reward for yourself at the end of that. My bonus tip, and something that I think that a lot of people forget, everything that you're working on right now, it's going to help you in the future, and it doesn't have to be a perfect day. Like I always say, a bad day is still a luxury, and I'm sure that you've put in some type of work on any given day to kind of set yourself up for success. Maybe you fell shorter than your own expectations, but that's okay, because there's always tomorrow, and it is a luxury to have a bad day or to have a little bit of a mess up, because, and two, you always have another chance to try again. When I say a bad day is still a luxury, I know that a lot of people might think so surface level, yeah, how can a bad day be luxurious? Coming from somebody who has experienced really low lows and really high highs, I am able to recognize, okay, I'm having a bad day. It's still such a luxury and such a beautiful thing to be here and to experience a bad day. You know, when people tell their life stories or they tell about a really difficult experience that they've been through, they're only able to tell you about it because they overcame it. I think that even looking back on bad days, that's a luxury to be able to do, because you don't always have another day and it's not always guaranteed. So I think that just having some type of peace of mind, knowing that a bad day is still a luxury, gets you places. But that wraps up this little video. I just kind of wanted to share some things that helped me get through some difficult patches or helped me to prepare for a successful new week or new month or new year. It's just establishing a good routine for you individually. If you guys have any other tips or anything that's helped you to kind of get into routine, or anything that you've implemented into your life that's helped you, please feel free to leave it in the comments below. I would love to read them, and I'm sure other people would like to read them and potentially implement them into their own lives as well. If you guys have any questions, also comment them for me. And if you guys have any other video recommendations, I know this one's a little bit different. She's short and sweet, but I just felt like this is something that I wanted to share, because I'm somebody that struggles so much when it comes to sticking to my routine when I do have a few low lows. It's hard to kind of dig yourself back up out of that. These are just some things that I found that putting effort towards really helps me to get out of a cloudy mental space, or it really helps me to feel like I'm setting myself up for a good week ahead. If you guys did like this video, please make sure to give it a thumbs up, and also be sure to subscribe so you guys don't miss another video with me. You can also keep up with me every single day on Instagram at Libby Christensen, and I will talk to you guys later.